Let's see if I can get the link. All right. I think I got the right URL. And I'll post it in the game updates channel. Oh, did it freeze on me? Oh, I just... Okay. Hey, Zerstar.
Do it.
Just responding to first chatter.
Oh, there's already someone in?
Yep.
Oh, there's already someone in?
Yep. Just heard your delay. Make sure you don't have your stream audio on.
just muted YouTube.
Okay. All right. Posted it in the game updates channel, and we'll wait for other members of the community to join in. How are you doing, Zerstar? Billy Loves Quesos here. Saw the YouTube notification and got in immediately. Yep, your number one, or first chatter for sure. Glad you're doing good. Is that the Avid? This is me. I guess I should be checking chat down here. Pardon my rust as I get used to live streaming again, now on YouTube, not Twitch. So, if you guys saw in the Discord, what we're going to be doing today is we saw some player comments about wanting color variations of some of our premium outfits. We're deciding to do all of the premium outfits having color variations. It's a no-brainer solution for us, obviously, for additional revenue, and hopefully it gives you guys a color variation of a specific premium outfit that you wanted. Maybe you really liked the style of a specific outfit, but the color just wasn't quite right for you. So hopefully through these discussions, you guys can let us know kind of what color variations you would have wanted, and we can get those added so that way you have something that you would like to buy. Cheese is not likely to make one like something like that. Dramatic overhauls are going to take too much time for the scope of what we're trying to do. Mainly we want to keep it to a color variation. So like you see on screen here, we have the Century Souls outfit currently displayed. This is a green color variant of what was previously red. Stuff like that. So I guess let's kind of discuss what thoughts you have. We have a couple outfits that I've already been working on a little bit, but I wanted to get all of your guys' inputs to see kind of, you know, what you felt was, and also, you know what I could do? I might just move the chat to the left side of the screen here, so that way you guys are also on stream. I don't know if that's allowed on YouTube or not. I'll just work like this. How does that work? Oh wait, my webcam covers it though. Let's reverse that. Of course it won't let me do that. All right, we're gonna shrink that. That route. That. How's that? Am I the only one who hears him echoing? Am I echoing? I hope not. Everything good for everybody else? Thumbs up in chat if you guys are hearing audio okay. No issues. Reaper, thanks for subscribing. If you guys haven't, by the way, make sure to subscribe to the official channel. We're going to try to do stuff like this more frequently. I don't know if you guys also saw in the Tavern Talk discussions recently. We're looking to maybe do a slow and steady release of cards rather than like a whole expansion. So that way we can get you content if you're like an end game player sooner rather than waiting for a full content release, which takes a significant amount of time. We can try to do something maybe over like a few cards every week or two, basically, until the entire expansion would be released. And then rather than this expansion functioning the way it has historically, where like the entire expansion and design is done internally based on lore, and we kind of go that route. This would be something different where we just have design discussions with you. So I would do a call like this. You guys will be able to join the chat. You'll let us know kind of what you're wanting to enter the game or enter the meta. Maybe you feel like a deck archetype that could exist is not doing well enough, or isn't playable at all. So you need an additional like support in a specific faction to make that viable. We can consider designing cards around that. So this will kind of be like a filler expansion, if you will. And then I think our goal to make this like mesh with old systems well is basically once all of those cards are done and the full expansion is marked as basically complete, that's when we would go into the next season, and then we would start our new development cycle. And depending on how this kind of goes with you guys, we may shift to doing this as like our new method. So rather than us doing everything internally without you guys having any idea what's going on, and then you get a bunch of new content all at once that you haven't seen, if players give us overwhelming feedback that this is what they prefer, to be heavily involved in the design process, we may consider shifting that flow. It's a little difficult because certain things like lore and storytelling still need to be progressing by like a major story, like plot point bit by bit. But we're gonna kind of see what we can make work. Let's see. Catching up on chat. The stream layout's good. Nice. You guys can see the chat on stream as well, so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I tried making the latency as low as possible. You like the green? More apothecary synergy is what you want. I don't know aesthetically what that would look like. And this is something too, like right now for today's discussion, we're going to be talking more about, color variations of existing premium outfits. But again, depending on how these flows of these like developer streams, I guess, go, which can help us with marketing potentially if we take clips from these streams and have them edited for, short form content, maybe. This could be beneficial for a variety of reasons, but we may get to the point where when we're designing future premium outfits, like if people really want this cheese outfit, right, we can consider doing like concept discussions live. So maybe it'll be something more where you guys will be in chat and I'll be in a call with like Hexmas or Humberto as we do concept work, and maybe we'll be streaming like their screen as they're working on some stuff or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But for today, let's just keep it to color variations of existing outfits. And we can do some small changes. So if it's a matter of like swapping out a texture or a noise like file or something to give a different kind of feel to it a little bit, we might be able to do that if it's quick and easy. The longer it's going to take to make a variant, the less likely I can do it, because I need this to be a short turnaround, because we still have so much on our backlog that we're trying to do right now to improve new player retention, as well as just adding new features that affect all players in the game, which I'm more than happy to talk about some of our current efforts as well. I am doing well, Reaper. Thanks. Definitely, we're all stressed. Emrys is here in the call with me, by the way. I believe you guys can hear him. Emrys, go ahead and say hey, and let's see if they actually can hear you.
Hey, everyone.
Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear Emrys, or any kind of confirmation in the chat. I see a hi Emrys back, so it looks like they can hear you. But yeah, we're working on a lot of stuff right now. I know there's a lot of moving parts. I know it can be confusing as a player to understand, like, what does the future look like? We've had comments about wanting to have a new roadmap update, but because everything is in flux and priorities are constantly shifting based on the impact of each of our current development efforts. So like if we add all of this, like we just recently made the tutorial more social, right? So the current focus is making sure all of those changes have polish, and that new systems that we're adding aren't breaking things, and we're like changing the priority based on the data that we're getting from each of these updates to see what's having an impact versus what is not. Shifting priorities into new problems. So like, let's say we identified 5 different things. If our first fix fixes 1, then we shift priority to option 2, right? But if the first fix, which we think is the most problematic, didn't get fixed with solution 1, then we add another solution for problem 1. And so like, it's really hard for us to define what our current roadmap is. And so we'll try to create that transparency through just discussions like this, either through the stream or in Discord. And we're trying to continue to be as active as possible with you guys. Let's see here. Sorry for, I know I'm talking a lot and I'm not reading chat enough. So also, by the way, Emrys, if you are keeping up on chat, feel free, if you see something that I missed that you feel is super important, to read it off for the chat here, so that way it gets mentioned. I see Billy mentioned a gold and yellow wolf outfit would be a personal choice. We can definitely look into that. More undead creature synergy. So when we do have a future card balance and like design discussion, we can definitely go into that. I kind of wanted to give you guys all that back end stuff because I know you're gonna have a lot of questions, but we do want to try to keep the scope of today's stream focused on these premium outfit variants. Can we remove Plundering Guild? No, they're critical to the lore. I'm glad you like transparency. We're going to continue to try to do it in new and innovative ways that hopefully multitask, because like doing it in this way, like through a stream, it's a lot more front end effort, but hopefully if I can get into the groove of doing stuff like this, it'll help us have recorded content that we can then turn into potentially promotional content on like that we can push out on like TikTok and help with the marketing of the game in general. No, we cannot remove Plundering Guild. Sorry. Nerf Plundering Guild. That'll be a whole different discussion when we talk about the card balance and everything else. If we do feel that there are certain cards outperforming, I know I saw conversations recently today, especially with the tournament, people talk about Fanglore and whether it should have Doom on it innately. Those are things that I'm marking as comments on my like card database tracker for us to discuss at a later date. A dark brown knight outfit with green veins. We could definitely look into it. The hard part is with a lot of these outfits, the color variations is going to alter the current colors rather than the neutral colors. So like for the knight outfit, most of the knight outfit is like the silver metallic-y like steel, and then it's only like the fabric and a little bit of like details that are colored. So I can't really easily make the entire outfit brown and have it look natural. You'll see some of that today. Like as we go through, I may explore a suggestion that you guys have like that, where we'll pull up like the texture in Photoshop and see if we could just do a simple color overlay and have a good end result. But if not, then I have to put an end to that discussion. We go to something that's a little bit more simplistic. I have to keep the scope of these, because normally like this outfit you see on screen, right? Me making this outfit from scratch is a lot of work. The reason we're considering the color variations right now is because it is not as much work for us to make a variant and could satisfy a larger portion of the community because they like the style of the outfit, but just not the color. So if we can find basically the 2 most popular color variants, then I can shift the outfit to that. So like right now you see on screen here, we've got the green version, which to me is like, Monster Energy almost aesthetic of like black and green for the Devourer or the Century Souls or the Soul Devourer outfit. And so like this is a fairly quick swap. It's even this takes a little bit of time, but it's fairly quick for us to do. I just had to do some improvements on the shader. And then we also added a variant that is, and I'm gonna have to expand this to actually get it applied. The other one was this white one. Oh. And hands. So like rather than red and black or green and black, we could have this like white and black variant as well. These are fairly easy for us to swap. I did mess around a little bit yesterday with a couple of different color variations. We tried doing like mixing and matching of colors, and the one that I know Hypno wouldn't want me to share. Let me see if I can find it. So like this one. It was like trying to do like purple and yellow or purple and goldish, like mixing, but it just didn't seem quite right to me. It felt a little bit off. So I ended up going with these two variants, the all white and black and the all green and black thus far. I catch up on chat again because I keep getting so distracted. Green animated hunter outfit looks super cool, but I literally can't match anything with it at all, so I'm never really able to. And that's something that I've tried to kind of stick to our normal colors, but honestly there are a couple premium outfits that could do really, really well with kind of obscure colors. An example was the golden Berserker outfit. So I made this like color variant that's more like a burnt orange type look to it, which I think looks super cool, as well as there was another variant that was like this ice almost look to it, which I think these look really cool. But you're right, they technically won't match the weapons. We do like kind of a very default blue, purple, yellow. Those are like very specific color hues. So it like you could still match this with black or do just like black and white on the back or something. It could still work, but definitely the default blue is not going to look exactly right for this. And we do that because the default outfits all hold to that same standard. So like if I go to these outfits here, right? Like, so this is like our purple that we use for all outfits. It's all of the outfits have the same purple color. All the weapons match that purple color. That way you can mix and match easier. Premium outfits, we kind of go a little bit farther away from those standards because the aesthetic can look much cooler if we do something like this. Right, like this is not going to match your default orange, but you could still put an orange on the back and it'll look probably pretty close and pretty good. But those are the things that we're going to need your guys' feedback on is, are these good enough, right? Like, oops, it's the hand material. You guys are used to the default gold, and I know this is a pretty popular outfit. And so, gosh dang it, I keep doing the wrong material. The orange one, though, I think could be another fan favorite. This looks super cool. Same with the blue ice one. So, what are your guys' thoughts? I guess we'll start here with the Berserker outfit. So with these outfits, are these color variants it? Is everybody happy with this kind of lava, not really lava, I don't even know, it's like burnt orange, cool looking outfit, and the ice blue variant as our two color variants? Yeah, the hunter outfit, if you're talking the spectral hunter, that one's definitely like very different, and we'll have to think of what those color variants are going to look like. Maybe we find something that's more that's a little bit closer to what you guys are wanting for matching with your weapons and other cosmetics. You feel the blue is too bright, but this is like ice. It's got to be like bright like this. Dark would just be like a dark blue. And originally I did do dark, and then I shifted to this, and I liked this much better. Welcome in, Weather Pig. You like both the burnt orange and the blue for the Berserker? Reminds you of Fire and Ice. I agree. And what's cool is you can always mix and match, right? So like if you wanted to, you could have you know, a little bit of both, and I think they do kind of go good together. Or you could, you know, oh, keep selecting the wrong one, or you could inverse it, the blue and then the red chest or something. I do think that these two colors go well together, very, very much so. And I guess technically you could even go like all three colors if you really wanted to be wacky, or if you didn't like the burnt orange but you liked the gold, right? Like you could do it like that. I think that looks good. So I think these colors for mixing and matching too is a good option. The ice does kind of look like diamond, and the original Berserker looks like animated. Yeah, that's true too. This is more diamond versus golden. And then this one kind of is an outlier. Originally, I was going for ruby. And then I ended up changing. So like, I'll just copy this color real quick. Apply it to there. So originally this was much more red. That's not updating live, is it? So I had it more red like this. So it was like a ruby was my original intent. And then I shifted it to the little bit more orange. And I was like, that looks so much cooler. It like pops way better for me. So are we good on this? Anybody have very strong opinions why we shouldn't do these colors for the Berserker? Like them both, but you can't pick one. Also, just as a heads up, the way that these outfits are going to work, if you guys are not aware already, many of you know that our premium outfits currently sell for 2,000 gems. But what we're going to do with the color variations is basically just like right now on the weekly basis, we cycle outfits. Instead of it being these new variations show up as their own week, when the Berserker outfit is the premium outfit for the week, you would have all three available. And when you buy one for the full price of the 2,000, the other two will be discounted to 500. So if you want to buy two variants, it would only cost you the 2,500 gems instead of 4,000. Or if you wanted to buy all three, it would cost 3,000 gems instead of 6,000 gems. So if you're having a hard time choosing, hopefully it's not that hard for you to choose, because you can get both, because you'll be able to get it at a discount. The main thing, yeah, Billy, the main reason is since these are going to be, like I said, to keep into the scope, these are going to be color swaps, not full redesigns. Charging full price just for the color swap is a lot, especially at a roughly 2,000 gems. It's like a $20 price point, right? So giving you guys that discount, we're hoping that means that you're more encouraged to buy all of the variants. Where if you would have just bought one and spent the 2,000, maybe you're willing to spend 3,000 to get the three variants. That helps us more. It helps you guys more. It's a win-win. Tell that to Blizzard. Yeah, I know the industry is crazy when it comes to microtransactions. We're trying to be as fair to you guys as possible, while obviously trying to make sure that we're doing what's right for us and our revenue. Are all of the outfits getting color variations? Yes, all of the premium outfits will. We're going to focus today on the ones that are going to be over the next like month and a half. And then I'll probably do another one of these, depending on how the rest of today goes, to do the extra ones. So I think for, I guess, Emrys, do you remember the list of all of the ones that we're working on? I think there's 6 that we're focusing on for today. Do you remember them all?
Yeah, it's this one, Which other ones do we have? Find them real quick.
I can't remember where you posted that.
Paladin Fire is another.
Paladin Fire is another one. I think it was Berserker, Paladin Fire, Century Souls. I don't think Cleric wasn't one, right? Not yet. Wasn't Bard, wasn't Mage, wasn't Ranger. Might have been Hunter? I don't. So I have Paladin Fire, Century Souls. Okay, I see. Berserker, and then we have Hunter and Shaman. Those are the 5, sorry, not 6, 5 that we're going to be focusing on today. Because that's basically going to give us enough time to get these added to the game into the backlog. So if we take, let's say, 5 weeks for the next update to release, you know, this process will continue without any issue. And then we'll work on adding the new ones, and once those get added, they'll just continue to naturally continue to be added in the cycle. Every outfit should get 2 color variants. Yes, so there'll be 3 total. And we're going to plan on, if you guys are familiar, like in the town where you go into the clothing store, on the left there's those 3 mannequins. We're going to display these outfits there, so you'll see all 3 on display. You could pick either buy whichever ones individually from there. There will be shaman variations, yes, which I have a couple. Again, I tried doing some of this work just based on what I thought looked cool, and then Emrys and I were talking, and we're like, we should get you guys roped in on this, so that way you guys can add your thoughts and desires, so I'm not just making a variant I think looks cool that you guys all don't. Ideally, this should be color variants that you guys all would want to purchase. So if we're good on Metallic Berserker, I'm going to move on to, I think, the Paladin. So Paladin one, right now, I have 3 variants. One is this like hot pink variant, which I guess I could go into play mode here so that way you guys see the animation. Let me know if it starts lagging the stream though. All right, hopefully we should see no stream lag. Everything should be running smooth. So we have 3 color variants. This one is hot pink. You do like hot pink? Nice. I feel like we don't have enough pink variants, and I know there's a lot of desire for it. This also, as Hypno Sprout, our community manager, was mentioning, one of the variants is also like more spectral, and this was, as she described, like Cosmo and Wanda colors, and I view it as like also RGB colors, and so that kind of works. Again, you could potentially mix and match like color variants, etc. But oops. So we have the hot pink was one of the new ones, and then this like spectral fire color variant. And yes, this would probably mix pretty well with the spectral hunter if you wanted to go that route, like this crown instead of the normal hunter mask. You know, something like that. You finally have things to match that with, yeah. And you can, you know, pick and choose. Maybe it'll be instead of going this route, let's see here. Let's go the opposite. You know, you could try to go the spectral hat with these, and I could do a little bit of more work to try to make these colors even closer to matching, but like something like that, I guess. Cards and Tankards fashion shows. I like them, but I do want to ask, are all of them going to be RGB themed? Not necessarily. We have like the color spectrum to work with. If it's going to be emissive, which means like the brightness of it feels like a light source, you're typically going to be kind of hard stuck to certain colors. Because like I can't do like a dark purple and have it also be emissive. It doesn't work like that. Like the more emissive it gets, the lighter the purple becomes, or it'll even start to bleed into pink. But yeah, we can do a variety of different stuff, and it depends on the outfit. So like the metallic one, right? We had that burnt orange or the ice blue. Those are a little bit different than RGB. Do you need another old referral shield? What do you mean? I guess one. Let me throw that back on. Throw that off. So I can try and shift. Let me actually grab the color for Hunter. That's about as close as I would be able to get the color match, I believe. Let me try the other one, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to be better. That's looking more blue than the spectral. So I think I could go, if you guys really want to mix and match these outfits, then I could go this route where that's as close as I think I can get it, ideally. And then the full outfit, non-mix and match, would still look pretty spectral fire. You like the spectral? All right, what about the hot pink? Do we like the hot pink variant as well? Wrong object. This one's definitely a little bit different. Our normal pink isn't quite this color, but I think the hot pink is pretty desirable, especially like a black hot pink, very like punk. So buying that hot pink. Also like the hot pink. All right, good to hear. Hey, it looks like I'm not horrible at my job. All right, so I think if I'm not hearing any major push for additional color, like for the reason another color variant needs to exist over these two, we can move on to the next outfit. That's 2 outfits done already. We're flying through this. What about animated props? Hot pink sword. Additional color variants of weapons could be a thing in the future, but that's a lot more involved. It's not a color swap. Like each one has currently a unique visual effect on it. And so that's something that would require a lot more work to make a new custom V effect for it. As well as, again, we kind of design the like animated weapons or just the weapon variations in general based around the base colors, like the non-premium outfits, because a lot of the outfits that players are buying are those like default color outfits. And so we want to make sure those are like highly interchangeable and matching. when it comes to premium outfits, because like I'm not going to be able to make a significant amount of hot pink like premium outfits. You know, if I make you a hot pink weapon variant, it's also not going to match very many outfits. So it's like a lot of extra work for potentially not as much desire because of the lack of matching. So I'm not sure. Maybe someday when we've got plenty of time, whatever, we add a bunch of random color variants or something, or potentially during like a seasonal event, like maybe during a Valentine's event, we do something that's like a hot pink weapon or something. It's like a variation. We could do something like that where it's a limited time. And that specific item is unique to like the season, and we don't do the normal color variants. We do like a very unique color variant for that seasonal item. All right. I'm not seeing a whole lot heard for the Paladin Fire. I think we got that one knocked out, so we'll mark that one off the list. I also need to toggle all those back on and then just toggle off the parent. Next on the list, I guess let's confirm the Century Souls outfit. So we have the white variant and we had the green variant. What's everybody's thought on that? Spectral Paladin sounds tough. I'm glad. I hope you guys like it. I was scrolled up in our chat, but thank you for reposting that, Emrys. All right. Not overly fond of the white. So this has been kind of the challenge, is I don't know what color variants to do for the devil one that's going to work. But give me your suggestions. Let's see what we can work with. I agree the white and green were kind of I think the green ended up being one that I was pretty happy with at the end, which I always hate that I can't drag this onto the object in the scene, but whatever. So like this green one, I became pretty happy with. I think that one looks pretty good. Right? Is green good? Are we good on green? How does everybody feel about the green? Let me know in chat. Blue have a red, green, and blue. I don't know. We can try the blue. Green's good. You like green a lot? All right, so green I think we're all in agreement on, so the white is the current problem. So what do we want white to be? Purple? We can go for purple. Give it a try. Let me actually turn off those visuals for a sec. Go back to full saturation and let's shift through. So like these are the base colors where I'm doing a hue shift based on the actual like original red, purple or blue. I mean, what kind of blue? We go in dark blue, we go in again like more spectral, like kind of between blue and green, light blue, going dark blue into purple. Like I need a little bit more direction here on which shade we're going to start working on as the base. Like this is more DM purple perhaps, which might be the right start. How does that look for a good starting point for purple? Also, I hope the stream's not super delayed. I did a ultra low latency, but on my end, I'm seeing it looks like a lot of delay. Final spell purple. It's not to let you just type slow. You love that? Okay, so let's say this is our starting purple. So now we can work with different colors of purple for the glow, right? And this is where, again, I'm going to kind of point out, the darker I get, the harder it is to continue to make it feel emissive. You can also do like color variations where we do like a mix and match, something like, you know, a dark purple, but then we go spectral green, for instance. Let me just paste this one here so we would see kind of what both of those look like. Maybe can I apply the transparency here with it affecting it? No, unfortunately not. Try blue with the purple. Like which color? Light blue, dark blue? You want blue stuff. You and Emerus both. That's his like favorite color. Is it an example of like a lighter blue? Waiting for chat. Dark blue shoulders. And purple stomach. Like you want just full purple on the stomach? I have a hard time with like when we like mix and match these colors. I think it needs a lot more work to look good. Darker, but it depends on lighter if lighter matches. And that's where for the emissive parts, you kind of want them to be a little bit brighter, so that they like stand out more. But it depends. Like these shoulders are pretty much any color is going to show. Just depends on what we kind of go with. And I mean, we can do just like full purple. Way to blend the blue and purple for the shoulders. Potentially just requires more work. I'll have to get into like the shader a bit. Let's see here. All right, so now I should have shoulder power, so I can just adjust the brightness so I can make it blend a little bit better by making it be more subtle. Hard to type and cook at the same time. Like how you had it for the stomach before, because the mixing of just color with a blue/purple blend in the stomach is hard, but I really like the blend you had before. Are you talking when it was like this color? Making midnight mac and cheese. Hell yeah, full support. Because like if you wanted that, but you felt the shoulders were too bright, I can, with now the shoulder thing, right, we can dull it down a little bit. And maybe this isn't actually what we want, maybe because that's too... that goes 0 to 1, not 1 minus. Is there an straight inverse? Negate? No. Should really work off of don't mind me just working. What was the okay, so that is still doing what I'm thinking. There we go. So now the shoulder power should affect the intensity. So like it's still roughly as bright, it's just less emissive. Catch up on chat since I was distracted. Really advocate for the two-tone outfits to bring a more dynamic look. A darker blue to blend in more with the purple, but still noticeably blue. So you're like, you want like real dark? I'm playing cards right now, so you can message me when we do the shaman outfit. Leon, you're on top of that, okay? Make it happen. After you're done with this, do you think we could try something with pink? Did you see the hot pink that we did for the paladin? Or you want a pink for the devil outfit? You love this color? So now the question is, if we were to go this route for the purple, and how does everybody else feel about the purple for this? Question is, what color variations do we do? So let's see, 0.725 and 578, 725, 578. It's full. Oh, because I don't have the power. I'll have to add the power. So we go, again, it's a purple base with the blue on top for the gloves. And if we feel like the intensity of those strands is too much, I can give it the same treatment here. So there we go. A little bit less vibrant and a little bit more purple scale, with still very bright, but less overpowering like blue for the gloves. And then the last option would be for the head. I guess the question is, would you go with blue? Blue horns or the purple? I think the purple makes more sense. How does everybody else feel about a variant like this? Good, bad? Is it unfair that this one has double color variants while others don't mix and match? Pie King wants a more army green or navy blue. Looks good, but you liked the prior one just without the green shoulder pads. Are you talking the full green outfit? This one? You're saying you don't like the green on the shoulder pads? And Billy thinks blue horns on the purple outfit. I think the purple looks like it makes more sense and it brings the color variation all the way through. But I can give it a try in a sec. I just wanted to get feedback again on the green outfit. Does everybody like this green outfit as is, or do we have issues with the shoulders?
I think they were referring to the green when you were doing the two-tone with the other set that you had. It had like blue and green mixed together, and they didn't really care for the green. But then you changed it to blue and purple.
Gotcha. Let's see back. So we'll say the actual green one is done, and for keeping them like diverse, oh, I did not mean to do that. Boom. So this variation, you were talking about doing like the kind of more spectral souls, and then for this, Billy, if we could do blue, like bring the blue up through the horns, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me make sure I'm using the exact same blue. All I want is a beta tester hood. That's a different discussion. And also no. volunteer outfits are likely not to get a variation. At least not for a while. A subtle blue? Are you talking with the horns or the whole outfit here? What does everybody else feel about this version? It's like purple variant.
It's giving Magic 8 Ball. I personally like it.
It's giving Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, yeah. Like especially like the gloves, the triangle on the gloves. It's very like, you know, try again later.
If we were to go, like, we could go the lighter or the spectrally kind of again. There is also the purple and like yellow or orange, but or we go like purple with pink or purple with the off red. Like there's anything in this color spectrum we could try. I want to make sure you guys all love the outfit. I didn't even think about the fact that the Bard is already RGB. What am I going to do for that? You like the purple with the dark blue? Well, I mean, of course, this is the one you've been voting on. I need everybody else in chat to chime in. What do you guys think? What do you want? Purple plus a darker color is always a win. Depends on if it's your preference. Purple's never really my favorite color, so I guess that's where it becomes hard for me for an outfit like this variant. I'm like hit or miss. The rest of you guys watching the stream, I need you to voice your opinions. Is this what we're going with, or we want something different? If we got the green variant on lock, then this is the only other variant for the Century Souls, so advocate for what you guys want to see. Prefer a lighter blue on a dark blue base, but that's just you. I mean, we can give it a try. See what everybody else's thoughts are. Set on a darker blue base. So I'm gonna go dark blue with like a lighter blue over it. You know, stuff like this. Dark and light blue would also look nice.
You can definitely see the skulls a lot more like that.
True.
That looks pretty cool.
What does everybody else think? What we got? Bob loves it. That actually looks really nice. Makes the skulls pop. Yeah, I agree. Do we like this better than the purple variant? And I can still keep tweaking the colors a little bit too if we want to try, you know, shifting at different directions. blue with green. I guess you want it to pop, so it probably would be one of the lighter blues. We do agree this is the better blue. Light blue base with dark blue flames. There's no flames. Oh, are you talking on the horn? Like have this match more of the dark blue base? It becomes like harder to notice. So I think the lighter blue makes more sense. I mean, I can blend it maybe a little bit. Something like that, maybe? What do you guys think? Oh, the chess piece looks like flames to you? By the way, Hypno pointed out that she didn't realize, and now I'm worried nobody realized. Did you guys not know these are supposed to be like teeth? This is supposed to be, it's the Soul Devourer outfit, so that's supposed to be like a mouth. Like a demonic mouth as the chest plate with souls inside the mouth.
Sure, that's why the green works so well in my opinion, because it looks like poison or like a monster.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that that wasn't well known. Oh, I forgot to change the hue on the gloves. Round this to a nice clean 665. There we go. Now it's actually blue. Saturation is up, should be. Okay, okay. Yeah, is this what we're going with? Is this what we prefer? Got another, looks really good. All right, I guess this is the variation we'll go with as the additional one.
And I think that might even blend well with combining like the icy blue for the other outfit, like different parts, just for, you know,
Good.
variation purposes. I think it would look really cool.
Did we change any? I can't remember. Did we change some of the other outfit colors so far, or were they all the ones that I initially proposed? I think metallic was good. The paladin smoke we didn't change, or the paladin fire we didn't change. So I don't think so. I think this is the first one that changed. I just need to make sure I name the materials the proper color to match. Emerus, you haven't pushed any of this to beta for testing yet, have you? Like, am I gonna ruin beta accounts?
It is in beta, but if you change the material IDs, all that will happen is that they will no longer have that ID anymore. Basically, they won't own that outfit anymore.
Okay. Because yeah, it's gonna require me to toggle off the black variant in the customization data and switch it over to royal blue.
Yeah, that just means that beta tester will no longer own that outfit, so it's fine.
Okay. Ha! Beta testers take that. I'm just kidding. All right, so I think we have our 3 for that. So next is the Hunter, the Spectral Hunter, which I think is one that you guys have wanted a variant of, it sounds like, from some of our discussions today. So let's see what we can make work. I have not made any extra variations of this, so this is 100%. You guys are going to be able to see start to finish kind of the process, but what are we thinking? Like, what do you guys want for this one? It's always tough for me because like some of these animated outfits are designed, at least they were originally designed, with like a very specific aesthetic. So like this spectral one, all of the animation on it, like the wiggling animations and stuff, was because I wanted it to feel spectral. But now that we're changing the color, I don't know if that's still gonna sell like that concept well enough. I mean, I guess worst case, it's just like wind blowing through the fur. I don't know. Orange and red like a fox. Give it a try. So I did end up exposing the variables and stuff already. Boom. Oh, I forgot I have to make 2 for the hands because they're inverse of each other to make sure that they didn't warp weird. Darn. All right.
Billy, are you thinking of the southern lights? Because I feel like the northern lights are more green, less yellow, and then the the southern lights are what has more of the yellow and pink color.
Thinking pink/purple would look good for this. Maybe we could do one. Let's try this orange one first. Let's see what we can make work. So I'm just gonna shift these over into like orange territory here.
I gotcha, Billy. I understand what you're saying now.
So like I can get it into kind of an orange realm here. Get a little, are we going 9 tails? Is that what we're doing? Going like Firefox. And I can,
almost like a
we can try
shirt.
to change like the noise to be something a little bit more flamey too. How are we feeling
I thought
about
that like
the direction of
pinkish
going
hue
like
was
this
kind of-
flamey color? Where's my overlay? Like that direction more. Magma Hunter, yep. Given it's giving Naruto Nine Tails chakra vibes. That's the goal. That's what I was kind of going for. Does it feel right? Like is this lava kind of flow what we want? I don't think I currently allow I should be able to now also adjust this to, if you wanted to go down instead of up, we now have that control. Which I think that looks kind of cooler. I would expect lava to kind of flow top down, right? Like volcano. So I think that aesthetic kind of works. Are we loving this? Is this a fire outfit variation? Do we knock it out of the park first try?
I think Billy has a really good point with it pairing well with the burnt orange berserker as well.
Good, yeah. Let me copy over all of these things real quick so we can see what the full thing looks like. Which one was that? It's 43. That's it on the hands.
I was wondering the same, if like maybe it was too neon, and Sea Sweeper said he feels like a slightly darker orange might look better.
A slightly darker orange?
Yeah.
Like less emissive? The other option is like this. It's hard to see that in the mix, but that's what it's overlaid onto. Could try going this route where this one's the darker one.
By the way, Sea Sweeper, I'm Hypno. No, I'm not Emerus. This is not Emerus speaking. Hypno has joined the chat. It is I, the Hypno Sprout. You're fine, no big deal. Just wanted to make sure you knew who was talking.
I still kind of liked... Oh. You guys feel like this is just too emissive? If no goated sprout.
Was that the before, or is that the after?
This is the before. For where people were saying it was too emissive, so I'm asking if they still feel it's too emissive. Pop thinks it's perfect. What about everybody else? This is your chance to have an impact on what the outfits are going to look like.
Can we see it darker again? Or less emissive, as you said?
It just requires me to manually like switch everything, which try. So it's like swapping, it becomes more of a deep red. So like this is the difference right now on those two. I don't think that's what you guys want either. If I just go, oh. It's like less vibrant orange becomes just kind of a little bit more dull. And go like a brighter color on the top to add like a little bit more edge glow. Fresnel.
I feel like that's very yellow.
And I can go blending a little bit more. Something a little bit more burnt ends, and then obviously the main outfit we can adjust as needed. Something like that. Again, we're looking kind of chest versus head, since we're going a little bit different here. So like, let's say I'll paste these. So something like that. Edges have a little bit more Fresnel glow to them. We do like yellow though. Yeah, you do, Mr. Cheeseman.
Yeah, I think the Fresnel, as you said, makes it look really neat, almost like Minecraft lava. Like it's giving light without it being too bright.
And I can shift these colors around a little bit. So like looking at the chest piece here, we can maybe make the chest a little bit more emissive, and then I can like shift it to different like colors where we can go with a little bit more yellow or a little less yellow. Like, what do you guys want from it? That actually looks weirdly kind of cool. It reminds me of the mage outfit a little bit. That actually looks super sick. That looks really cool. I don't know why I like that so much.
Cotton candy fever dream.
Something, yeah. It's kind of. Hold on. The blue and orange combo. Let me see if we make this work. Did I just like spin the dial and get something super crazy? Look at that.
You hit the jackpot.
Oh, that looks so cool. Do we like this as a color variant? It means that the normal Firefox thing wouldn't be a thing though. Likely. Blue and orange is a winner. It is always generally a pretty favored color combination.
It's giving like the colors in the background of your camera.
It definitely feels a lot more special, I guess, than just like the fire variant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could do like a normal fire variant and then this is like a different one. It definitely would probably go good with like the wizard hat, yeah. Like if I were to toggle this off, there's our mage, galaxy mage. Turn off the hands and body. Could definitely go something like that, and it kind of works. It kind of works. For me, it hurts your eyes. It is a lot going on. It's kind of sick. Big concern is it's too much, but it doesn't seem overbearing. I mean, I guess that's the decision we kind of have to make here. mage hat off. Mix it the other way. It's kind of sick too. We could still potentially do the lava variant as well. Like, it doesn't have to be just this one.
To me, that's almost like the combination of the two, the original and the lava one.
Well, the original is more spectral, I guess.
True, yeah, that definitely is a bit more green.
So we loving this? Should I change the base color? Do we like want it to not be red, but maybe I don't know what other color. The red is the one that to me like really makes it look clean. A yellow and black wolf perchance, maybe? We'd have to see what everybody else wants. Do we like this color variant? Are we moving forward with this, or do I need to go back to the lava? How many people like this versus feel like they don't like this? Would you actually buy this or not? Like, does it just look cool, but you wouldn't buy it?
Can I put a little bit of input on what it's reading as?
Sure.
So at first I was like, oh, it's a little cotton candy-y, like I said, cotton candy fever dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the more I look at it, it almost gives like like a bruise look.
Bruise?
Which, yeah, like a bruise, like in blue almost. Which it's not a bad thing. I think the colors are pretty. But I do feel like reading the chat that everyone kind of was leaning towards the orange a bit more. The fire, the lava vibe, I think was definitely more popular.
I mean, we can still do both.
My vote is I think it looks really cool.
You do? I agree. I kind of like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it. It's like, or like a sherbet,
see-
almost like sherbet colors.
I do see two. I would buy it in chats. And if your only reason for not liking this one is because you prefer the fire one, we can do the fire one as well. Emerson, your goat with the blue vote. I like how that rhymes too. You like this one more than the fire? I think this one definitely, this one feels like real premium as a variant, which is pretty cool. So I think we do go with this one, and I'll probably just mark it into the blue category. So we'll rename it to, instead of orange, the royal blue. Don't worry about why I'm calling it royal blue. That's just like a naming convention we have to do to make sure these all work with our system on the back end.
Well, even better, it reminds me of a snow cone. When you put like a bunch of flavors on the ice, that's kind of what it looks like.
And then we'll do, are we voting for the orange one is the other one? So I'll make these, I'll rename these ones to orange.
Yes, exactly, Billy. Like a slushie for sure. I can taste it. I can taste like the grape and the blue flavor.
The grape and the blue flavor.
Yes, blue is the best flavor, just saying.
All right, so if we go back for orange, we're going to need to kind of go back towards like a red here. Let me just we're not fully done with it, but I'm just copy pasting the colors over so that way we can see what it looks like while we work on it. So do we just want kind of a vibrant lava-y look here? Is this already exactly where we wanted it, or do we want something different? Y'all do anything but update the game. We've literally been releasing updates every freaking week. If all you want is more cards, read the recent discussions in Tower Talk. We have talked about different solutions for that. We're doing everything we can. That kind of mentality is not going to make the game better. Do you want to see a yellow one? What it would look like? I mean, we can try. Does everybody also like what's the desire level for this kind of lava orange one versus trying something like a yellow? Like what does the chat feel like is the best option? You just love it like this? Wants the orange? Billy, you're gonna have to get like a campaign going if you want a yellow version. It seems like you're the only one. Oh, YOLO coming in with the support for the yellow could be cool.
Maybe
Sleepy Leon coming in with yellow.
Maybe try to make just this outfit a little bit more yellow. Have a little bit of like an orange highlight with a yellow base.
Talking just like
kind of reverse
shifting into more like this color, like on the helmet or on the hat.
Yeah, just like opposite basically. Like have that orange glow, but with a yellow like center. So like less lava, more literal fire.
This is what that would look like.
Because to me, the orange, and don't listen to my opinion, but the orange is a little bit of like a Tic Tac vibe.
Tic Tac?
I think that, yeah, like an orange Tic Tac. Not a bad thing.
What?
But, they freshen your breath. That's it's okay.
What
But I
makes
do
you
like
think
that
orange Tic Tac?
because of the color. It's like almost like that bright orange. It's like almost the same exact orange color. It's not a bad thing. It's just the vibe it's giving.
Darn, if I close OBS, it shrunk my chat here.
Who eats those? I used to be addicted to orange Tic Tacs, let me tell you. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's the vibe, right? But I do like the yellow. I like the fire more, like warm fire.
I mean, I agree.
Versus,
This
like,
kind of
the
looks.
orange Tic Tac.
This looks more like a emissive fire. We can go that route. I don't know if it's quite as yellow as what Billy was wanting. Is this the compromise? Does this work for everybody? Trying to see if I can make magic happen again by just make it a different color. But I think that's exactly where it needs to be. Yellow and black like a bee. I don't think it's gonna work any way that you expect it to.
To be fair, the accent color is black, so we do have a lot of black representation in the outfit in general.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would look good.
I mean, this is like
in the
this
yellow.
is like full yellow and black, and I don't think that looks very good. I think the fire here is where it's at.
Oof.
Oof what?
It's bright. It's very like highlighter. Like you're studying for a test, you know, gotta highlight those words yellow.
That's not what. Oh, is there a delay?
Probably, yeah.
I was like,
The yellow.
I was like, I'm looking at the
Sorry.
orange still. Like, is everyone still seeing yellow? Like, is there a massive delay on
True.
stream?
Oh, I'm watching your stream. I'm hearing you in Discord, so the image is definitely delayed for me a little bit.
Refresh your browser. Isn't it more of a gradient? So the black will just blend with yellow and not really turn out like Billy wants. Yeah, like I don't think it's gonna turn out the way Billy wants. To make you understand a little bit, like right now you're seeing a blend of colors because you have two different emissive colors that are kind of overlaying. But if you just eliminate one of the emissive colors, like if I turn one of these to black, like this is, you can do the Fresnel with it. So like just the outer glow, right? Or if I get rid of the Fresnel and go like just bright yellow, like that's the best you're gonna get. Maybe with like a little bit of brightness, but that's kind of it. Does that make sense? Which to me, if I have to compare this chest to the lava one, this lava looks way nicer, way more premium. So I think this is the one we're going with, guys. Guys and gals, chat. Lava over fire, but you'd say, oh, like you prefer the more orange version? I think this one, after we swap to this one, I do agree this one looks a little bit nicer.
It's still very much so giving orange, but I think the yellow really balances it out.
Yeah, and I can, let me see. This noise is, I think, affecting. Okay, so that is part of the base emission. So I could try to also adjust this to a different color, see if it gives a little bit of more. It's not going to be very noticeable, is it? It's more like, I don't know if you guys can see very well, this pattern that's rising underneath, which I think
It's very subtle.
the other noise was better. All right, I think this is it. I think this is our other outfit with the very cool cotton candy option as well. Whatever we're
This
calling
wolf
this,
makes
the
me happy.
It's almost like a galaxy variant that's not the galaxy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The what's making you very happy?
Billy said cheese wolf makes me happy.
Is this cheese wolf? Is that what this is to you?
Okay. I see like Cheeto vibes, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's not a read. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hot flaming Cheetos.
All right, that gets rid of or doesn't get rid of, but completes the Spectral Hunter and leaves us with one last one to talk about today, which is the Smoldering Shaman. And I did already come up with some variants for it, and it jumps straight to one of them, which is this kind of, again, spectrally glow to it as one variant. I'll leave it on screen for just a little bit for you guys to kind of tell me your thoughts and if you like it. Love it, hate it. Stream super delayed. A darker green like moss. So again, whenever you're talking about emissiveness, it doesn't quite work the way you think. Like if I were to go less emissive, like darker green, you're not gonna really see it. And then the brighter I make it, the less moss it's going to look.
Maybe a more yellowy green would be more in like the natural realm that Pi is trying to describe, like moss, versus a blue green.
Say that again?
So more, you could lean towards, and it's basically what you have now, what I'm seeing. It'd be more towards like a yellowy green, so it looks more natural, like moss, versus the original color you had, which was more of a bluish green.
The like spectral-y colors, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, like this is, I can go pure green, but then you're not seeing like part of the like large smolder sections looking like a different color is giving away, like if I do it with this, right, like the yellow over the orange, it's like a heat difference between the two. So when it's just green like this, it kind of doesn't have that extra visual polish to it, I guess, unless I like really crank up the whatchamacallit, but then you're now having blue, and I still think like this is what it was before, so that's already kind of exactly what I was describing. I don't know, what are we thinking? We love the moss vibe, so you guys are wanting it to be more like true green, less emissive. Something like that. Is that what you're wanting? I feel like there's I set low latency, but I feel like there's got to be a delay. It takes people a while to respond.
Sure, there's probably about a 4-second delay.
Okay, it's not too bad. You do prefer the true green? Alright, I mean, we can look into doing true green, and so if I were to take this, that doesn't quite work. It's because I'm on the devil hand.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, Leon, you have to go get Slice for this one. Is Leon still in the chat?
Is this like Slice's favorite outfit or something?
The shaman mask. Slice really likes the shaman masks.
I mean, who doesn't? Look at it, it's so cool.
True. Yeah, they're my favorite.
So is this what most people are wanting? Trying to see if it's also possible to like, I could do play on the animate a different color base, but maybe we add let's just tab and discard those. We don't need that. I think for these I added, yes. Alright. Alright, let's see. Oh. Sometimes getting this all set up is a lot. Why? Okay. Back to Shaman. Alright, so I have a little bit more control now. We can try doing like hue saturation shifts. So like maybe I could do a different variation of green that feels more moss. That to me feels much more moss colored. And then what would you want the emission color to be? Go like white.
I was thinking the same thing.
A little bit of green, but a little bit of white, you know?
Giving like fungal bright, you know, like a little like
Or
woodland
I
creature.
could go like, yeah, we could go full white too. Kind of pops a little bit. How does everyone feel?
I feel
about
like
that?
I feel like that loses the green.
So you want a little bit of green, a little bit of white.
What do we think in chat? Is that the vibe, or is that like are we getting into like the minty area? Like I feel like that might almost give like the white and green is almost blending together to make like a mint color.
Somewhere there where it's like getting into the greens that are kind of more yellow.
True, Pi did say earlier like navy greens would be really nice to see. So I think this is definitely getting into that area, that ballpark of navy green.
Kind of like this color. What do you guys think?
Billy said it reminds them of toothpaste.
Toothpaste? That's what the hands too. I think this is looking kind of good.
Oh, the hands look really cool. That's like almost like goldish, almost like a golden color.
Do you like the hands? Yeah. I mean, how do we feel about that whole outfit? I kind of like it. Are we locking the green? You like the yellow? Like with the moss green or what? Because we can do different variant. We still have 2 variants to do. There's a previous version I was working on that was more purple, like this fiery purple color. But like right now we're just working on what does a potential mossy color look like, which I agree. It's kind of a cool concept with the wood aesthetic. Shiny Trevenant? What is that? You think the moss one it looks good? It's a Pokemon. I have. It's not first gen. I don't know about it.
Yeah.
I'm an OG.
Same.
I'm a 90s
Yeah.
kid.
I know a little bit of Gen 2, but even then it's like, I don't know. What gen is Mudkip? I think I can kind of get into those generations.
Yeah, I mean, I know some of the non-first gens, like starters and legendaries and stuff. Like, I know Rayquaza and all that, but like once you start getting into like this newer stuff, I'm like, I don't know anything.
True. When
As
my
soon as I
roommate
started
told me
making
about...
Pokemon motorcycles, I was like, what is this?
Yes, exactly. My roommate told me about like Chandelure, and I was like, it's cute, but I'm out. And I'm out.
All right, so what's... You prefer darker green? I mean, this is a pretty dark green, but it's mossy. Are you saying for the
Maybe just like
glow?
maybe like the less white, yeah, maybe white emissiveness to make it not as bright or yellowy looking.
I mean, it's hard not to go yellow. Again, when you're talking emissive, you can't go blacks, right? Like, and then the more I go like this route, the darker it's going to get, the less emissive it's going to look.
True.
Green and lime. Those are both colors of green. Talking like...
Well, the color you just had, that was very limey, and it does give like leaf vibes. It gives like a leaf color. As long as it's not too yellow, but obviously we have to go into the yellow.
Fortunately, yeah, when you make the green more emissive, that's what you kind of get. Unless I just go pure green. But I honestly think that I don't know, I kind of like the... Like, because like it kind of carries the moss into the color a little bit. Like it looks not bad at all. And then the hands look sick. We'll do the purple after this one. Slice. But we got to lock in on what this one is. So is this currently in a state that you guys wouldn't want it? Is that where we're at? We're not loving this? Is moss green even the direction we need to still keep going with, or should we do something different?
What if the white was just slightly more yellow? Like Just slightly, slightly. Like lemon lime, you know, like that light yellow.
This just looks kind of sickly to me. Like I don't like the color combo. Hmm. It's tough because like I feel like the white, and I could go like pure white instead of like the off-white, but tree and leaf like camouflage, yeah. It's definitely more mossy, more like nature tones.
I agree, Billy. Like, I don't dislike the white, but there's something more, like, I like what the white is doing for the green, especially near the top of the mask. But there's something
like
about
this route
it.
too, where we're like more golden. See what that looks like on the hands.
Yeah, because it looks more natural that way. It looks almost like a tan color. Golden green.
Gold and silver mix. I mean, that's kind of a golden, like the more golden white. Are you saying instead of moss, like you guys want it to be, which I can't really easily make this outfit look silver. It's just not going to work like that. Do we like this color tone though? The moss with like the kind of golden shimmer to it? Oh, that's what you're saying. It looks like kind of gold and silver? Yeah, a little bit. Definitely is more like metallic, which I think looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Accents could be darker. Are you talking like the emissive parts?
I think the golden part possibly is what Slice is talking about. Like whatever you just did with the gold, maybe make it a little bit more gold colored.
Going like that direction a little bit, more orange. On the hand, that would look like that. Hello, KS Vader from Ghosts of Tabor. What's going on? We're just doing some animated outfit designs, trying to get player input for what variations they would like. You like this version? Do we feel like the hands look good? Hands could have a little bit more emission, maybe. I think that's starting to get a little nicer. Maybe also the other one. So let's see if I go 7.5 for emissiveness for hands, and maybe we up the emissiveness here. How's that looking? Is that too much emissiveness? Is that feeling appropriate? Definitely becomes more noticeable at a distance, but I don't know if that's too much. The hands felt too dull and now before, and now the hands look good to me, but now this maybe is too bright. Maybe we tone it back down to like a 6. Emissiveness. I think that looks pretty good. How's that?
I like it personally. It reminds me of like a golden ray of light shining down into a dark forest.
I like that analogy. It is kind of like golden sunlight rays type deal with the outfit. I think we've kind of come to a good end state for it. What does everyone else feel? I keep seeing Slice of Bread's comment if I like it but that was, I know, before I made that change. Billy likes it. Is this it? Do we have one variant knocked out? Everybody else loving it? It may not be moss, but I do like that look. You don't feel like this is moss?
I think it gives moss. Yeah, I think it gives moss vibes.
There's like there's green color to the actual outfit that's definitely moss.
For sure.
You're a tad biased. In the sense that you like this variant, or that what? I like this concept as a variant, so I think this has gotten to where I really like it as well, and I can see the desire for it for people.
It's a good juxtaposition to like the really neon ones.
So let me make sure I copied this color over to all of the hands for the green, and then we're gonna try out. You're an avid Wolf Armor fan? Hey yo, I love the reference to Avid. All right, let's see what we can do with purple or whatever other color variant you guys want. This was the one I was initially going for, was kind of a purplish, but we can mess around and try something different. A pink shaman outfit. We can consider it. We have a pink version already. I can potentially tweak it a little bit. Oh gosh, that was like human skin color almost. Nightmare fuel.
Well, even more so that shade of like, yep, that's terrifying. It's like hairless cat.
I guess what other color variants, like, oh, we could do like a brown, like with like a wood color, and maybe just like, I mean, we could go, yeah, we could animate like a wood. I don't know, or hit the skin tree. Definitely not what most people would probably want. I mean, here we could do like the brown and the white, or I mean, how much desire really is there for a pink variation of this? I don't know. And I really don't know how to make it look great other than pink emission on the black. Like, and we already have the hot pink for the Paladin Fire Flaming outfit. Red and white. You want to go red? Actually, doesn't look bad. We could consider that. And then it also kind of gives a very universal color for like the hands if we go white. I actually wonder oh, I guess there are two colors, so I could go red. So,
This is reminding me of Amanita muscaria or fly agaric, the little red and white mushrooms. I feel like a lot of people know them from Skyrim. That's what it's reminding me of, which I like. I think like mushroom forest vibes again.
With this being kind of a tree in nature, this could be a good little good green and red Christmas tree.
could be.
Yes, yeah, that's another well-known as well. Mario mushroom. There you go. That's much more well-known.
Guess I could swap. It's black and red.
Billy, how did you know I was left-handed? That's crazy.
Could go something like that, like a red and red, or I could do the red with the white just doesn't look quite right.
Is that true? Can we confirm that? Is Emrys left-handed?
He is.
You are? You are left-handed, Emrys?
Yep.
Yep, bam.
Oh, nice. Fantastic. Got 3 lefties in the chat? Hell yeah.
A bit of a lighter red would be good. Are you talking for the outfit? I don't know if I can make it lighter. Because right now the power that I have over this is like a hue shift. Versus, yeah, that's just removing color. I could try to add like a brightness to it, but that's going to affect everything. The hands to me still don't quite match. But unfortunately, doing the white doesn't look good. Maybe I need to make it more emissive. Too emissive. Still feels off. Maybe what I can do is expose the texture, which it's using an SGE noise right now. All right.
I do really want to see a red and green version. We could set that one to be available for sale right before Christmas.
But then it would always be the color variant. I think that's better once we have like the seasonal stuff up and running.
Potentially, yeah.
Nope.
Hi, Tucky. Welcome in.
What's going on, Tuggy? Damn it. I know I'm not focusing right now, chat. Sorry if you're talking and I'm not paying attention. I'm just trying to expose a couple more variables in the shader so that way I have a little bit more flexibility on these. So like for example right now, if I want more of a fire effect, I need to we're almost there. I know this is like the last outfit variation. Did I miss anything else from the chat? How are we feeling on these hands? Is it back to a good state? If I change the noise from being an actual noise to a texture, it's not going to look exactly like it does in game, so it's going to be a little bit different this update. But this was the moss hands with a little bit of change now. We can also update this noise. We could do something different. That's too bright. It's a little bit more shimmery. That looks pretty dang cool for the gold. What do you guys think? Point 5, 10. think it looks nice. All right, so I think that one's good. Let's go back to the original outfit and make sure that I didn't mess this one up too bad. I can check what this one looks like with that other noise gradient too. Oh, that definitely, I think this is the noise. That looks pretty dang good. Or do you guys feel like we need to try a different one? May as well give it a shot. Nope, that's too much. Hold on a second, sample it as I'm.
Yeah, I agree with Billy. It definitely looks more of like a flowing motion, as if it's flowing through the hands.
Just go for
It's that
like,
left-handed energy.
could go for very bright. It's too much, too much. I need to know what the flame effect looks like in game right now. It's definitely very noticeable the entire way through. So if I want to keep consistent with that, I think I'm going to need to go with something like this. I think that's the appropriate one. So we're looking at the noise 02. And 0.5 and 10. Once this is caught up, then we can work on the new outfit now with all the extra options for settings. Should still apply. All right, and so toggle this back off, toggle this back on. Go back into play mode. You guys love the mirror so much. I'm glad. I'm pretty happy that we were able to solve that. That looks so good, especially with the effect on the hands. Like, that looks premium. All right. I don't know about the red one. I agree. Like, at some point we can do Christmas outfits. And like a red and green is potentially what we go with, but for now, if we're not going red and green, like what's the best option? And yeah, that's already this one, right? Dang.
I did like the purple you had originally. Would there be any way to gradient it into that? Like, I'm very inspired by the colors in the background of your room right now. I think like
My
that purple
Arizona
and
sunset lighting I've got going on. That's
yes,
reminds me of home.
Exactly. That beautiful purple into that sunset orange, I think would be so sick.
could try. Let's see if we can make that work. So we're talking a purple, which if we go like a hue shift, I think for sunset purple, we're looking, I don't know, kind of right there, maybe a little less saturation, somewhere in that ballpark. And then you're talking like sunset orange, like that. Pink flames
It's
on it.
very, very yellow. That's very yellow to me.
It's just because of the bright parts. There's more flaming.
I see.
Well, that to me, I don't know if that's far enough from, like, right, we're going black to black, or black to purple, basically. So I think I agree with trying the pink flames. Is the way to go.
I agree. I think the pink would look really cool.
The blue actually looks kind of sick too. Purple with blue.
I like that blue.
Everest is a fan of blue. If you did not know, chat. we need on his birthday next year, everyone change their profile picture to blue or something. The blue props. Oh, pops. Sorry, I don't know why I read that as props. I need to eat some dinner. You like when the color pops. Yeah, I agree. Is pink not it? Because like pink to me doesn't feel great. You know what I mean? I mean, I could do, I guess kind of what I had before, but it wasn't really, I think we need to go crazy with it. Because like, I think this moss one was a great idea. And like the end aesthetic feels very new. So like what would, I don't know if you guys saw the cat in the background.
Aw, cute.
What you doing back there, Calcifer? I don't know. We need a what I guess also, have we not represented a color so far? We did pink. We've done pink. We've done red. We've done blue. We've done green. I guess
We have a yellow orange.
we have an orange. We have a yellowish orange. So I guess kind of both. So I guess we are in need of a purple.
Yes.
We didn't do purple for Century 8, did we? We ended up going a different route. We went blue. So yeah, we probably want to go with a purple variant. I mean, the purple with blue is kind of cool. It's not bad. Is there enough desire for that? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see if I can copy this. Let's give it a better noise. Could be more. Nope. Not horrible. Too much. Not bad.
What if the purple was more of like a magenta purple, so a bit more of a reddish purple? That might complement the blue better.
Let me figure out the noise I want to go with for this one. let's just say we go with that one for now. And you're thinking a magenta?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the best with colors. What am I looking at for magenta? Like, which direction am I going? You said more red, like a burgundy?
Yeah. Not much, not by much, just a little bit. Yeah. More, little bit, yeah. So it's still purple for sure. It's just got a little bit of a red tint to it, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think that kind of complements.
The farther red I go, the less I like it.
Really? I think it complements the blue better, with the redness and the purple.
Try the blue base with red flames, or are you saying blue base with purple flames? So we try swapping. Is that what we're considering? We could also do like a... Oh no, it's not gonna... The hard part is like purple is usually so dark, so it goes like straight into looking pink once the emission is purple.
Mm-hmm.
That blue looks kind of good though.
I do like that. Is that too similar to the other color blues that we have on the other ones?
I also wonder if I did go brown. I don't know. Brown with green doesn't look great, man. What is the other shaman outfit? This one. Oh, that's one that adds all the cracks to it too. Forgot about that. By switching the color, we get rid of all the cool extra texturing I did. Joker shaman? Ooh. What do you mean by Joker shaman? You love the blue? I mean, we could do base black with the blue. Oh, purple and green. No, it's not.
I do like the blue a lot, but were we still going for purple because we don't have a purple yet?
I mean, we can always do purple with one of the other outfits in the future. It doesn't have to be in these first 5 outfit types if it just doesn't make sense.
Right.
I need more ideas. Yeah, just what I don't think the Joker's thing's working out. I'm just messing around with the colors to see. I mean, to me, so far, this is the best looking one. Like purple with blue glow. Brown with the bright green. I think I already tried that, right? Just doesn't look great. A lighter blue on the brown. Brown with blue doesn't look too bad either. I just like this like gold that we did with the green. Looks so good with a lot of colors. The other option is we could do a black and white outfit. Have we done that? I don't think we ended up.
No, yeah. No. And there's some players in game the other day asking for black and white outfits, so I definitely know there's a want for it.
True. So we could do a black and white variant. I just don't know if that's drastic enough of a difference compared to just going, you know, flame to white, basically.
Mm-hmm.
What I could do is, to make it more drastic, is we could take one of these other colors. Let's go with like yellow, so it's a brighter color, and then just remove all the saturation, so it's actually black and gray, and then shift to white. So this is a much more drastic change to get a black and white.
Yeah, I like that, and you can really see the textures too.
Could try to lower it a little bit so that way the noise is a little bit more noticeable. I don't know if that's actually. It's giving ghostly tree. You like it? I can also adjust this darkness here a little bit. How white we want to go with it.
I was gonna ask if we could see it a little bit of a darker gray, not by much, just a little bit darker. Almost like graphite, like a light graphite color.
Something like that.
Maybe even a hair lighter, just a little bit. Because I feel like it would allow the white to pop without it like fighting too much.
Let's see, what would the hands be? Something like that. Or I could do the like actual gray, but I don't think that the gray for the hands, maybe a little less solid black, and then just like slightly into the gray on the hands. Isn't too bad.
I think that's really neat looking.
Every time I
Definitely different.
I type something, it says exactly what I'm going to type. Wanted to see the hands? Well, there's the hands. What do you feel about the hands? I'm still not fully sure.
It is a good opposite, like a good counterpart to our moss and gold one as well. Gold and silver.
That sucks. Blurple Bard. You like the hands? I'm still just not sure about this whole outfit. Like some of the other ones we've come up with, like I really like this one, the mossy one. I'm happy with that end result. This one I'm just kind of still underwhelmed. How does everybody else feel about it?
I agree. I think something is definitely missing. Maybe we could play around. Maybe we keep like that like bandage gray, you know, that light graphite color on the base, and then we play around with the color with like the emissiveness.
You're saying like just make it a brighter white or something?
Or just any other color. Like I think like the base gray that we have going is neat. It's different, and we could just play around with a different color rather than white. Possibly.
I'm just not finding something I'm loving.
Yeah. Maybe with that blue, you then make the base gray a brighter now, less dark. That way it complements it. It's giving like Arctic frost tree. It's almost like the opposite of the original too. The original is like fire, this one would be ice. Billy says he thinks that the black part on the chest is distracting from the emissive parts of the mask. I could see that.
I feel like the lighter the color is for the gray, for example, the harder it is to detect the emissiveness. The dark creates greater contrast. So to me, your issue is more tied with the fact that we're going with the gray here, where if we went with like the blacks like this, it makes everything just pop better. A darker blue base. Something like that. I mean, it works as just like a color swap, but I do think I know we're not going Christmas, but like this red base was pretty cool. Everybody was talking if we did do Christmas, even with what would that look like, red and green.
True, yeah. Or red and white. I think red, white, and green, they all are very festive.
A little bit of white, or a little bit of red, a little bit of white, a little bit of green.
Ooh, the subtle green is nice. This has been really fun, but I do have to pop out. I have to go make dinner. I hope everyone has an awesome time zone, and good luck. I believe in you guys to help Avid and get this done. Yes. Bye,
Looks
everyone.
too similar to the moss one. Similar to the moss one, how? They're completely different. The animation? I mean, the animations are the same for all the outfits. Are you saying like the gold and white looks the same as a green and white? I'm seeing drastic color change here. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, these two variants do kind of look good together. Look at that. Or even that. Looks very festive. Definitely. I kind of like the green and white. I mean, I know eventually we want to do actual seasonal outfits, but this could work as like in the interim, a seasonal looking outfit. We don't really have any other ones that we're loving right now as options. Elephant gray? What the heck is elephant gray? Also, when you're talking emission, like, I don't know if gray really works. And I'm doing a green to white. I can't do a green to gray. I guess like to example, color spectrum here, like gray becomes to the point where I lose all green, right? Only other way is like blending in the middle, where it's just like less green. It doesn't change the white to be more gray while remaining green. Not sure about it. I could also go maybe green as the... Oof, I don't know if that looks good. Darker green. And then for here we go red. Nope. Nope. I don't know. Green is very subtle. The more green you go, though, I think kind of also just looks wrong. I can try to go green with a little less white. And then again, my issue with this is if this becomes a regular animated outfit variant for this, then this just keeps repeating in the cycle. While it may make sense for Christmas, like holiday time frame, it's not going to make sense the rest of the year as being like a high desirable. So I think we need to do something different. We need to lock in, chat. What are we doing? Dark green base with the submissive. I'm not sure. Too plain? That feels like a tree. If it's the red thing that's making it feel Christmassy, then maybe swapping it out would make it look nicer. Potentially. I definitely think the red and green combo is not great. I do like the red. I just think we would have had to go a different direction with the emission. Like maybe it's just a different variation of smolder. So like for example, if I go back to, oh, convenience right there. So if we went back to this, like, I don't know if like an orange or something, or just the flame, like, is this gonna feel drastic enough? Probably not. And I always like the concept of like blue flames. So I think the blue flames is what I want to go with. Then I just need to find the base, which just doing like a huge shift through these, I'm not really finding, like, other than a blue base, anything that really works. Dark purple. Like that. Maybe a white base with the blue? Are you talking doing the gray again? Like the gray base with the blue? I think that can work. What do you guys think of that? I mean, that's clearly a very drastic difference now compared to the white or the mossy green. You do like this? I think this is the best I've seen so far. And I know Emerus, you must love it because it's got blue.
Yeah, it's the best option I've seen out of what we've tried. That black and blue doesn't look that bad either, though.
The all black, you mean?
The all black. The one you had just a second ago.
I guess, talking like more like shifting in this direction. Which actually it is a little bit more different. And it's like a deeper black. Maybe we just go black and blue. What do we think, chat? The deep black? Yeah. Black and blue like a bruise. I don't think it looks like a bruise to me, but I get what you're saying. The reference to black and blue, but anyways, I think this is it. I think we go with this. So we go full black with this color blue on the hand, and also this is the noise 34. Boom. Dang it. Just do all the noises first. Oh, also I forgot. That would make these now, instead of amethyst, they would be royal blues. I could spell. No. Hate when I misclick. All right. And that one's direct green, so we're good there. And this one changes to royal blue. All right. You need to run? So do I. Time for me to eat some dinner as well. I think we've reached the end of the stream here. Not quite sure how long we were live for. Where do I have that information on my screen somewhere? I'm not sure, but I feel like that was pretty efficient use of our time. Hopefully you guys liked being involved with this process, being able to kind of see a little bit more behind the scenes of like what makes it a reality. Obviously you guys are just seeing me like adjust the colors, so it's a little bit easier. Normally this process requires me actually building out these shaders, going into Photoshop and making all of these custom masks to make all of this like a reality. You'll see a little bit more of that in the future, and maybe actually even in some of the additional outfits, because they're not going to be as easy to color swap. So I hope you guys appreciate kind of what goes into making these different outfits. And I hope that you feel that these color variants that we've come up with you guys are worth it. I think we've got a couple bangers. I definitely like the moss outfit. This kind of goldeny moss for the shaman, I think was really good. I'm really excited actually. Like I was not sure what we were going to do for the hunter, but the end results that we had, and by the way, if you guys weren't here in chat earlier, we have these new, actually it's supposed to be that one. Like there's this fire one, kind of like a Ninetales or like Firefox type outfit, as well as we had this kind of reminds us of the mage outfit a little bit, like much more. Oh, also this is not currently animating, but very cool looking hunter, spectral hunter outfit. What else did we do? We did the fire one, which the fire paladin ones I think were the most basic. We didn't do a whole lot too drastic with these, but there wasn't really much wiggle room. The berserker was also super cool end results, if you didn't see that one. Let me open up here. So like there's the ice blue kind of look, as well as we had this like burnt orange kind of aesthetic that looks very cool. And then we were showing how they like mix and match very well. What else did we do? Shaman, the Century of Souls one. It's a little bit more complicated, but we did have this blue variant I think that we settled on. Maybe not our best one of the night, but I think it's a good variant. And what was the other one? Oh, we have the green, which body green, and then we have this green one. It's more like a Monster Energy drink kind of color. So we've got a couple good variants, some of which I'm hoping players really like, and it's going to be a result of you guys coming into the stream and putting your input. So thank you guys for doing that and taking the time. Hopefully you enjoy these streams. I'm going to try to do more of them. Like again, I said at the beginning of the stream, it's just for transparency for you guys to understand kind of what's going on. For us, the process behind the scenes, like what it really takes. Like I think some of you guys might think, for how long it takes us to crank out updates, that it's just like really easy to just make switches. Like some things do take a lot of time, multiple hours. If I'm already working 10, 12-hour days, and this takes up potentially a third of my workday or something, right? Like it takes a lot of days to get a whole new feature set, because like we're going to be now displaying these outfits in game where you see all three variants at the same time. So that means we need to overhaul the system in which you currently purchase animated outfits, the same way we had to overhaul a little bit of the system for how you guys were changing our customization with mirrors now. Like there's a lot more behind the scenes that make these updates a reality, and we're going as fast as we can. We're trying to deliver a quality update with as much polish as possible, and that's why we're talking about new things, like for the delays that you guys are experiencing, especially a lot of you here that have been around for a very long time in the expansion, doing something more like, instead of an entire expansion at once, us working on designing and balancing cards with you guys in a stream like this, and then releasing to you guys, you know, on average like a card a week or something. But we might, you know, have an update that takes 2-3 weeks, so you would get like, you know, 3 to 4 cards in a 3-week update or something. We'll figure out what that flow looks like and how that all is going to work out. And we're just going to give it a try. It's going to basically be a weird expansion for a bit, where we are just letting you guys be heavily involved in all of this process to give transparency on what it takes to make it. So hopefully when we do future expansions, you guys can appreciate that, and we can, you know, figure out the balance where if this really works out, where you guys being heavily involved in the process gives us a better result, where you guys are getting the cards that you actually want, you're getting to build these decks that you're really interested in, rather than me, you know, trying to design on the back end, heavily tied to lore, and maybe it's, you know, something like devotion isn't hitting the mark because our expansion size is too small to have enough you know, devoted abilities within each of the factions to make it feel worth it. Like things like that we can try to find out hopefully earlier on with your guys' input, and then with the reality of scale, just figure out something that actually is going to work. But we'll let you guys know when more of those streams are happening. They're going to be here on YouTube, so if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribing and turning on that like little notification bell, right? So you guys get notified when we go live. We'll also be posting that in the Discord, but just in case you aren't seeing the Discord, getting notified on YouTube helps out a ton. Plus, the more subscribers we have, I think it helps the YouTube algorithm when we go live like this to get more people to just check out the stream, people who aren't Cards and Tankards players but are interested in game development or VR, because we have those kinds of hashtags in our description. So definitely help us as much as you can by doing those kinds of things, right? And if you haven't already, check out all of our other socials. I think they're going to be in the description of this video, and if you haven't already, they're going to be in our Discord, linked in one of the frequently asked questions sections, I believe. But anyways, everybody, that's all I've got. Thank you guys for coming and showing up, and we'll talk to you guys again real soon. All right, have a good night, everybody, and thanks for coming out.